Welcome back, Veterans Day.
It's a perfect day for a parade, and we're
great
happy
day.
to be part of
Great
it.
day.
Paul Bucca, Rosanna Scotto, Greg Kelly, thank you
nice
so much.
job.
Good job.
Veteran.
That's right.
Medal of Honor winner, recipient. I'm sorry.
Thank you very
I got to
much.
get my.
That's okay.
Rosanna, don't give yourself a hard time. Quite frankly, my 9-year career of active duty in the military, I never met a live Medal of Honor recipient. The etiquette of the Medal of Honor is not something that comes up in daily functioning of the military because it's so extraordinary.
There's one thing that we remember. Every Medal of Honor recipient says they live for the day where there will be no recipients that you can meet. Because that means we've stopped giving this medal, which means we finally found peace. And that's sort of the ultimate wish. Right now, we have young kids that are receiving it and they're alive and participating. And when they walk into a room, their contemporaries are in awe. It's special. Dakota, Sal Ginta, and the others are just representing this war and their compatriots well.
Well, we're meeting such very special people today. People with great stories. What experience they have.
They have amazing backgrounds. And then we have Mike Woods, our meteorologist.
Be nice.
Mike, just razzing you.
Is it going to get warmer, Mike?
I just took a shot. That, Greg. Oh,
we're gonna give you a medal. Mike.
All right. You know what? I deserve a medal just for making it up here from downtown. But, yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. But I'll tell you what, I'm out here. Now we've got, this is a man that we all are honoring and should honor. We have Sal Casano, FDNY Commissioner.
Wait.
And I'll tell you what, you are something else. Now you were a veteran. Tell us when you served, what you did.
I was served in Vietnam from 1966 to 67.
And what are your memories like of your time served?
It's memories of very difficult times. 21-year-old away from home for the first time, and but we stayed with each other. We had a good group that got us through that difficult year. Still keep in touch. Camaraderie. Then I became a firefighter, and we continue the same life.
And I got to tell you, a lot of folks know you and they appreciate the work that you do, and you do a lot of work with the veterans, in the years since. So tell us what that's like.
Sure. Well, we came home from Vietnam. We were sort of forgotten a little bit, and most of our Vietnam veterans have assured young men and women that come home now aren't forgotten. Wounded warriors and their families are taken care of.
Because that's something that's very near and dear to your heart, the wounded warrior.
Absolutely. The FDNY has embraced the wounded warriors. After September 11th, so many of these young men and women joined because of what happened to the fire department, the police department, and we owe a debt of gratitude to them, and we will make sure that they are not forgotten, their families aren't forgotten. If there's anything they need, we're going to provide it to them.
And they're always welcome. The FDNY is a big family.
Always welcome. They can stop at any firehouse. They can come have a cup of coffee, have a meal with us.
All right.
And that's what we share.
I may come and join you there as well. Well, thank you for your service and all that you do, Sal.
Thank you, Mike.
It's great to have you out here.
Pleasure to be here on a beautiful day honoring veterans.
Exactly, and we got a lot more to come here as well. So, Greg Rosanna, do you respect at least Sal? Come on, Greg.
Are you kidding me? Sal
Mike.
Casano deserves our respect. And you deserve some respect for making this such a nice weather day.
Thank you very much. I do what I can. We got a lot of sunshine, a little bit of wind, but you're all cozy over there.
We have heaters.
It's all good.
We have heaters.
Don't let him know. Don't let him know.
That.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Commissioner, very much. We just saw the West Point band go by while the Commissioner was talking. They're magnificent. And by the way, West Point isn't that far from New York City. You can make it in a little less than an hour with no traffic.
Correct.
It is one of the most beautiful spots on earth. Paul Bucca, I know you've spent a lot of time there.
4 years and then 3 years teaching. It's a wonderful place, and kids come from all over the country, men and women, river cities, country towns, and they come together and form the greatest academic school that we have for military people.
Well, we're here
with bias.
and proud to be with you today, and we're coming back with more of the New York City Veterans Day Parade.
I'm Stan McChrystal, and I'd like to wish a happy Veterans Day to those of you who have worn or are wearing our nation's uniform, particularly those of you who are in harm's way today. You make us proud. I'd also like to thank you and your families for the courage and sacrifices that have helped keep us free.
For 22 years, the Pritchetts have celebrated every birthday together as a family, until now, because their only daughter was just deployed to serve in Afghanistan. It doesn't really matter that it's his birthday because this father makes the same wish every day. Behind every service member, there is a family that serves as well. Now it's our turn to show our thanks.
Visit joiningforces.gov to see how you can help.
Nicholas Oresco. Want to tell us a little bit about him, Greg?
Well, I'm going to defer to the expert, Paul Buca, a fellow Medal of Honor winner. My understanding is he is the oldest living Medal of Honor recipient, Paul?
Yes, he is. World War II, Battle of the Bulge, and the thing that I always point out about Nick, if he had his choice of going when he was a younger man to a bar or a place with other men, he would go to an elementary school to talk to kids.
Unbelievable. Battle of the Bulge. I read that in grammar school.
It seems almost mythical.
Yes.
He's 4'11", defies the stereotype of John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, and he is just a loving, wonderful, great representative of this country. Never fails to come to this parade. Has been here all the time, most of the times anonymously, just sitting on the beaches.
Where's he
and
from,
watching.
Paul?
New Jersey, right across the river.
So at this parade in New York, we've had obviously Mr. Oresco and Dakota Meyer, one of the youngest ever living recipients of the Medal of Honor. He was
recent.
He was just awarded the Medal of Honor a little over a month ago at the White House by President Obama for heroic actions in Afghanistan. We see the band from the New York City Department of Correction.
Terrific.
The guys who guard the jails. It's a very tough job. They call them New York's strongest.
Now I think we're going to see Dakota Meyer. Dakota Meyer is now with Nicholas Oresco. Do you see him? Excuse me. There we go.
That's Dakota Meyer, the youngest and the oldest, right there.
Well, our hats off to both of them. Thank you so much.
Dakota's quite a man, quite a man.
He's right here.
Nice to see you.
Come on over and say hi. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Appreciate it.
Sergeant Dakota Meyer, Greg Kelly, it's an honor. We would like you to say hi to Paul Buca.
Hi, Dakota. How are you? Welcome. All right.
How's life? You made us all proud. Thank you so much. Good luck, okay?
Okay, you're looking at the Corrections Department, and lots of great floats come. Oh, look at this Corrections tank, Greg.
Yeah, they got some heavy equipment over there.
When did they use this Corrections tank?
Ooh, well, we haven't had a prison riot in the city in some time, but
Since Attica?
They've got to be ready. That was upstate New York, of course. If I can for a moment, we just met Dakota Meyer.
Dakota Meyer, a wonderful young man. When he was asked when he was going to the White House what he could do, he said, "I'd like to have a beer with the president."
Yes.
Absolutely unaffected, carries the new celebrity that he has with humility and thinking of his men at all times.
The
so he's a great guy.
The president granted him that wish. They both shared a beer on the patio right outside the Oval Office. It was a magnificent moment.
That is so pretty cool. We have with us someone who's done so much to help some of the military when they come home, find a job, and be a part of the community.
Frank Bisignano is the Chief Administrative Officer of J.P. Morgan Chase, a major employer here in New York City. Frank is a New Yorker, and he comes from
a Brooklynite.
Frank,
That's different from a New Yorker.
Come on. Nice to see you again, sir.
Always a pleasure.
J.P. Morgan Chase, ambitious plan to hire 100,000 veterans in coordination with some other companies. Whose idea was this?
Well, it was an idea that spurred from the comments that J.P. Morgan himself had in 1919. J.P. Morgan made the comments himself that it was our job to employ those who came back, whether there was a requirement or not. And I stand on the shoulders of those who come before me and try to follow through on that legacy.
If somebody is at home watching right now and they're a veteran and they need work, what can they do? Where should they go?
They should go to chasemilitary.com. I'd love to give Paul Buca here one of our handbands to
I
put
got
on.
one too.
There you go.
It
Thank
says
you.
100,000 jobs.
100,000 job mission. We're hiring at Chase 10 jobs a day. 10 veterans a day are being hired right now as we speak.
Well, Frank's being a little humble, though. They say J.P. Morgan, but Frank and the fellow leaders of this bank have made a commitment not only in the area of hiring vets, but doing everything they can to teach companies how to retain the vets once they've hired them. They put together a whole program that teaches companies the unique things you need to do to make sure a vet who's been living in Afghanistan for 7 years.
Do you have to retrain? Is there a certain amount of retraining that's involved here?
Well, you know, having talked to people like Paul and Colonel Sutherland, they let us understand that there is an assimilation to bring back into the workforce. This is the best trained workforce you're going to find. We have the greatest military in the world and the best trained people in the world, but our job is to get them prepared to come into a different working environment, and we've been working hard on that. Not only are we committed to hiring, but we're committed to retaining and watching the advancement of these people.
Being in the military is tough. A lot of sacrifice, very long days, lateness is not tolerated. The transition is tough. I personally reverted to my lazy habits quite readily after I left the Marine Corps, where they don't tolerate laziness. Of course, Frank, it's just wonderful what J.P. Morgan Chase is doing. 100,000 jobs over the next 9 years. Good luck. It's a very ambitious project, and we thank you for conducting it. Really,
thank you for having us here.
And he's one of our Grand Marshals.
That's right. And they underwrote this parade. Without them, there would be no parade.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We're
you,
coming right back with more of the New York City Veterans Day Parade.